Hey, Aries, so the experts want us to do an intimacy game. So I want to know, do you like to be slapped?
Slap?
Yeah, slap like that.
What the hell's wrong with you? What the hell's going on?
It's just a slap.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. Hey, what's up, KOED King folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka Doug. This is my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel's all about relationship reviews and entertainment and our rants. We love to rant over here. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Married at First Sight.
So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you've been watching us and following us for many, many years now, make sure that you have hit subscribe. It could have just been coming up in your YouTube feed and you hadn't even subscribed yet out of all these months and years, honey, that we've been fooling with you and you've been fooling with us. Just double check just to make sure. Because why? We are trying to get to 20,000 subscribers so that we can introduce something new to the channel. It could change the dynamic a little bit. We're still gonna do reviews, but it's gonna be something brand new that has not been done before on our channel. So yeah, definitely make sure that you have hit subscribe and share with other people, because we're trying to go ahead and release this, because it's gonna be some good for a lot of y'all folks out there. Did I say it right?
You said it right, baby.
Okay, because we done take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Don't forget that you can purchase these teas that's around this video somewhere. All right, so Married at First Sight, child, it is. First of all, let me say this. I want to rant.
Yeah, I thought you
Nah, that was something they need to do.
You
but
just
this
ran
rant,
it, though.
but that was something they need to do. This rant is about Married at First Sight.
Excuse me.
I know you didn't.
Yeah, sure.
Baby, you couldn't close your mouth with that. You got a microphone right there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is so nasty, and it sounded nasty. Excuse him.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I got indigestion.
Here you go. You can tell you how he's probably. Go ahead.
I got weight today. I lost 9 pounds. Do it look like it? Do it?
Yeah.
You look like it?
Mm-hmm.
Good for me, then.
Yep. Except for that, that's still there. It's not as pungent though. It's not sticking out like that.
You don't have to be some kind of science from the act of whatever. Whatever.
So, but I wanted to say, Married at First Sight, this season is just kind of weird for me, because it's like you were saying, but we didn't show that because we had edited it.
Can I say it?
Yeah, it was no consistency.
You said it for me.
Okay.
God, I said there's no consistency. Why are you gonna say I can say it, but you said it for me?
Because I think you were stumbling over the words. So
consistency. That's what I said.
Oh, because you heard me say
no,
it. Now you
I was
back
going to
off
say
of that.
God, go ahead.
But yeah, it's just all over the place. And, you got the after party now. Tonight is an hour long. We're not watching it. And then,
they changed the schedule to the after party. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you said, it's all over the place, and you really can't get into a good rhythm watching it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know when the after party is going to be, how long it's going to be. The show started off for 2 hours. Now it's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So, it's like it's all over the place, and it's like, why?
And then
what's the purpose in it?
And then it's
slow.
Yeah, very.
It's slow. You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna make it this slow, they can do us a favor. Instead of making it from 2 hours to an hour and a half, make it from 2 hours to an hour. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Reduce it to an hour. That's slow.
If it's that slow, child. So anyway, that's my rant. So the couples are back home and they unpacking. So you got Chris and Nicole reflecting on the trip and just having to have a conversation about something that really don't make sense.
This whole episode tonight was lackluster at best. The only curveball they threw tonight was that they brought Matt brought him back. Okay, other than that, you know, it wasn't hitting on nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was just like meh. You know, the last 3 weeks have been that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about a month. So Chris and Nicole are having this forced conversation where, you know,
Force.
huh?
You said force.
It is. Where they talking about pineapple. Well, you know, pineapple is her safe word if she just doing too much. And so Chris is like, girl, I'm saying this to me, and Chris head saying, girl, you not a little child. I'm not finna say a safe word to a grown woman of your age to say, oh, the safe word is you're getting out of control. So we're gonna say pineapples. He was like, listen, I'm gonna have a conversation with you like a grown woman, like a grown man, grown people, and tell you, hey, you need to dial it back a little bit. We're not finna do that.
Yeah, all you gotta do is give somebody a certain look. And they can pick up on that look. Oh, I need to kind of tap it down a little bit. You don't have to say pineapple, and people around you going like, "What y'all talking about? What's going on with this pineapple thing?" You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. You say, you know, hey, look at a little, tap on the arm. Say, hey, no, don't tap on the arm. Sorry.
Well, don't you even look at me. Just have a conversation, because looking at me, I ain't your child now. You tell me look at.
I look at you sometimes. You can't straighten up.
Bro, when? Come on,
man. A couple times I kind of gave you that look. Okay.
Well, you know what? That between, if you've been married for so long,
okay,
yeah, because you would give me that look and be like, I did too much.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're the eye of the tiger. Eye of the tiger when they go down for the fight and yada yada. What?
So anyway, speaking of pineapples, he was like, well, you know, we don't have to say that, and then plus we can take them down in there. So
that's the main thing he wanted to do. I don't know why he had to go around the world to get to his point. They said, I don't like these pineapples in this apartment. It's a bad decoration. I'm taking them down. But he trying to kind of like ease into it so he won't hurt her feelings.
Chris got to learn to be the man in there, because listen, we ain't finna do that. We ain't finna do that. Let me tell you something. When a woman see a man taking control, that's a turn on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, most times. Anyway, so let's move on to Aries and Jasmine trying to have a moment, honey, now that the show over with. So they in bed, they talking about decision day and everything, and they just talking about, you know, they just want to be at a place where they can increase their intimacy and all that stuff. Hank and Clint had a moment, honey. So Hank get more shine, especially in Clint and Gina relationship, honey. Shank. Hank is the one, honey. He is the man.
Now I can see Clint saying no to Gina and saying yes to Hank.
Yeah.
You know, but that's gonna be kind of hard to do because, you know, Hank is Gina's dog.
Yeah.
So
I can see them having a friendship, and maybe Clint coming over there to the house to visit Hank and stuff. So they went to get some ice cream, and Hank was chewing it up. So yeah. So Kirsten is sitting down with her brother. So I'm trying to think. We ain't seen. This the only time we done seen Kirsten family besides the wedding.
Yeah.
I guess she's been FaceTiming her friends and all that stuff or whatever. So, and she said her family's so busy, they working.
For 2 months though?
I said, Chaz, they in the struggle or something, honey. They on the weekends too. Y'all don't film on the weekends?
No, they must be Jamaican.
Oh yeah, they got 3, 4, 5 jobs. They got
10 jobs. You know what I'm saying? The one Jamaican can run the whole hospital. It's gonna be the doctor, the nurse,
everything. So she's sitting down with her brother, and she's, you know, he asks her, you know, how things going. She said, well, as far as them and their relationship, she said there is not intentional conversations between her and Shaq, and she feels like that, you know, he's not trying to win her over anymore. You know,
something happened to Shaq, man, because to me, he's very dismissive of Kirsten, because it's like he said, like he told Kirsten's mom, it's like he tore her walls down, but built this wall back up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see no emotions there no more. No, at first he was like, ooh, you know, you God sent. He was singing all the praises about her and whatnot. But now you don't do that no more. What happened after you got the cookies? And you ashamed? Man, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get some bad cookies, your attitude change.
The men can really get bad cookies.
Yeah, men can get bad cookies now.
I know that women can get bad.
Yeah, men can get bad cookies.
How?
Sometimes you trash, man.
How?
Like, I don't know. It's just gonna be trash. You wish you had a button you can hit. You can go back in time and not do it. It could be trash, man.
So she said, she's not really sure as far as decision day what it's gonna be because he just don't seem to be into her like that. And then also she said she want to bring her family around after 2 months, and she want y'all to, when she say y'all, talking to the brother, she want the brother and the mom and everything to, come over to the house and have dinner. She want to invite dad, but I guess he'll be a separate thing. And the brother was like, yeah, because honey, you finna come between the judge, the lawyer, the court reporter, and the bailiff and everything. So I don't know what dad is, honey. But
Jamaican, that's why I kept saying the judge, the court reporter, the lawyer, the attorney, the people in the jury. All you go, how many? You got 12 people in the jury. They all look like the dad sitting in the jury box.
So in the next scene, you got Chris just talking to his brother, which is a life coach, and they just talking about where they are and stuff in their marriage. They was at some kind of car.
Yeah, car museum. They talk. I guess it has antique cars there. You know what I'm saying? They going. I guess they had a guy to kind of tell them about the cars or whatnot. But they was walking through, looking at the cars. And the guy was, you see a certain car, he'll explain what that car was all about. Then he left, and Chris and his brother sat down and started talking about Chris's marriage.
Yep.
End
of story. Mm-hmm. Then you move on to Clint is having a conversation with Mac. Is that the man name? What?
I said Matt, like M-A-T-T. Is it Mac?
It's Mac.
M-A-C?
Dom and Mac. But what does Mac mean?
McDonald?
I think we called that man name wrong.
Macklemore?
I don't know, honey.
I thought it was Mac, for like Matthews.
No, that's not Matthews. They had some name like Dominic.
McCormick?
No, y'all know what his name is. Look it up when you get your phone. But anyway, so yeah, Dom ex-husband. I think his name Mac. But it's something. It doesn't.
That's
mean
what happened when you leave the show so early. We forget your name.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. So anyway, he having a conversation with him. So Mac is just pretty much asking Clint, how things going with him and Gina and stuff like that or whatever.
Can I say something? Mm-hmm. Mac was trying to feel Clint out. That's all that was.
That's all he was.
He was trying to feel him out. But how you like Gina, Mac? I mean, how you like Gina, Clint? You like her? Clint said, Clint said, I can't stand her. I don't like her. Mac said, good. I can make my move now.
He probably already did.
Yeah, probably already did.
But what he said in the confession?
He said, I don't know why they put Gina and Clint together. Me and Gina was.
That's not how he said it.
I'm paraphrasing.
But I know, but I want you to set the story up right.
What did he say that?
Okay. So he said that, I don't think that Clint and Gina are attracted to each other, Then he said, Gina a businesswoman, I'm a businessman.
Nope. You said it right either. See that? He tried to get on me. He said, I don't think they're attracted to one another. But Clint and Gina, they good looking people, but they're not attracted to one another. Don't forget that. You did call Clint good looking now. Okay. But me and Gina, we entrepreneurs, we entrepreneurs. Yeah, I think we make a better fit, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I think he said something about body style.
Nah, he didn't say that.
He said something about looks, though.
I think he probably said something, but I don't think he said something about
she's my type or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, she's my type, and me and her been better matched than her and Clint. I said, oh. But he's been kind of scoped Gina out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when he was on the show, he said he thought Gina was attractive.
Yeah, when they was at the beach, he was like, man, Gina, a nice looking woman. I can't believe he attracted to her or something like that or whatever.
Yeah, so I think Matt been having a thing for Gina for a minute.
And we've been seeing that clip saying he was down in the DMs. He went down in the DMs.
He slid in the DMs. Say it right.
It's going down in the
No,
DM.
no.
What I'm saying then? What the
I
song
don't
is?
know, but he said,
No.
Matt said he slid in the DM.
That's what he said, but
Okay.
it's a song that said
That
they're
ain't
going
no
down.
song. No,
what
it
that
ain't.
song is?
What song?
They say they're going down in the DMs. Down. Anyway, you ain't hip, dude. You don't even know, honey.
Oh, God.
So,
You how you do me. I'm not hip.
You be listening to all genres of music.
I'm not hip.
You don't even stay over here long enough because you ain't got no rhythm. So you slide your little rhythmless self back over there where you belong when you just trying to get a two-step. So anyway, in the next conversation, you got Shaq talking to his friend.
I'm not hip. When I met her, she ain't wearing no Nikes. What kind of tennis shoes is? I don't know the name of them. I said, I don't know the name of them either. What are they, woofies?
First of all, we're not going to lie to the people over here. Because I've been wearing Nikes for a long time.
No, I bet you ain't had no Nikes on.
What was it?
I don't know. Thank you. I don't know what they were.
What shoes are you talking about?
I said, what are those one time?
You need to stop lying.
I didn't say that.
No, because first of all, even if it was Nike, it was some expensive shoe because the tennis shoes I used to have was over $100-something because they was good walking shoes. Maybe you ain't know nothing about it because when I first met you, wore New Balance.
I know you lie. Why you lied to me? Why you lied to me?
That's what they look like.
they were Nike, man.
They look like some old New Balance or Easy Spirit. Get out of here, child. Oh, God, in a sense, help upgrade part of your wardrobe because you was dressing like you was 99. You saw the pictures that the lady took the picture when we was in Georgia.
One picture.
And the lady said, "I'll take y'all picture."
That was one picture.
And when he looked at it, he said, "Oh my God, I gotta go to the outlet." His pants is drooping. It got that much extra room at the bottom, and then them pants. Them shoes that look like little soft Easy Spirits.
They were Nike.
They look like the end.
They were comfortable on my feet.
Exactly. That's what old people do. Get anything comfortable on their feet. They don't get them for fashion. They get them for comfortability. And that's exactly what you look like. Very comfortable. So, yes. Don't say nothing about I had some tennis shoes that didn't have no name. I ain't never had no tennis shoes that didn't have no name.
Don't go there now.
Now, I did buy some tennis shoes. I take that back. That was just fashionable.
Yeah, that's shoes I was talking about.
No, because, babe, I bought them last year when I met you. They colors. They got blue, they got red, and they just for fashion. Yes, them little cheap shoes. Yeah, them. But other than that, when you met me.
What about them Shein?
What shoes?
Shein.
I buy shoes and stuff from Shein.
Okay, then.
But then we ain't talking about no tennis shoes.
I'm just saying, man.
What are you trying to see? I got you. Now you try to pull back because you know I would show the picture in Patreon if I need to. I would show the picture of where he had realized his whole life had just shifted, honey. All right, let's move on. So Shaq was talking to his friend, and Shaq was just saying that, as far as his mental state, it's been, 6 or 7 or something like that. He said he got a lot of stuff going on. He's trying to balance He's trying to balance marriage, family, work, everything. He's just trying to balance, and he just missing the mark. So yeah, and he also said that their chemistry is just not connecting. It's almost like, they're not growing together. So the friend was trying to encourage him and saying, some stuff just a part of marriage, but y'all need to have a conversation, need to sit down and talk, and everything. You want to say something, baby?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. He said he wants, as far as, Kirsten, he hasn't met her family and stuff like that. He always, trying to bring his family around and, include her in to his family, even when he talking to his family, he put on speakerphone and stuff like that. So they all have a conversation, but he has not been, a part of her family, And it did look like her mom had just been working, like she just got out working. She been working.
Because later on in the episode, he asked Kirsten about the family. And he said, she basically said, it's been scheduling. It's not like they don't want to come around you. It's just been scheduling. And like you said, when the mom came in, she came in with a uniform on.
Baby, she had just got, and it took her 15 minutes, honey, because she was tired and her feet was hurting, child. And she did not want to come here. Let me tell you something. One thing it is to me about is that not everybody want to be on camera. Like the person signed up for the show. I didn't sign up for the show, so why do I have to come? Is y'all paying me?
Maybe that's what Dad's thinking. The dad, cursing dad, maybe he feels that way. Why do I have to be on the show?
Right.
And I didn't. First of all, I don't think the dad really approved of the way Kirsten did this.
He did.
So why do I need to come on the show?
Right.
You know. So maybe he's been stubborn in this situation.
Yeah, and that's why I really believe that. Like Kirsten mom, like she just for real got off work and like, Mom, come film, you know, and stuff like that. So it could just be me personally. If you know one of my kids did something like that, not me, child, honey, I don't mind shining, but I don't know if everybody would say, hey, I want to be on the show, because let me tell you something. Social media can be a trip, and social media can be very messy and very critical. And so when you got a person that's normally living a, you know, personal life, not being on social media like that, they don't get everything done, their teeth fixed and all this stuff. They could have bad acting. And social media will go in and be very critical.
You're right.
And so sometimes people just don't want that smoke. And, you know, that's why they ain't finna be on TV like that. So you the one signed up for the show. Kirsten probably got her teeth, you know, whitened and skin. You know what I'm saying? You know you finna go on TV, but not everybody. You just grabbing a cousin back there, honey, that ain't went and got nothing done and trying to look more presentable to be on national TV.
But it can also be that person you just don't want to be on TV.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? Some people are just that much of an introvert that they just don't want to be shown on television.
My mama don't even like taking pictures, child, so she's surely finna be on camera.
I'm telling you, I think your mom's hiding from somebody.
It could be.
So
no, he's just joking. So, but yeah, so everybody's not, you know, want to be in that line, you know, social media.
Because just imagine, like you just said, one of our kids decided to get on the show and try to drag us on there. Especially at the beginning. I was like, no, I ain't gonna get on TV.
No, I'm getting on there.
Because that's who you are.
Drag me, honey.
But I'm not gonna do it.
TV, don't drag me.
You know, I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? At first. I said at first. But now, if one of our kids say, hey, I need you to come on this episode, I said, what? I'm gonna get like 20 minutes by myself on this episode?
By yourself to do what?
Yeah, just show me, just follow me around. You want nobody else, just me. I want my shine. If not, I ain't gonna do it.
When they gonna follow you into the New Balance store?
That joke landed the first time. See, that's your mistake. You always try to go back again. And when you go back again, that same joke,
it still lands.
No, it don't.
No. So anyway, but before we get to that scene, Jasmine and Gina is doing the little pole dance, honey. Roll it. Gina up there twerking, honey.
I saw. I said, okay, Gina.
Bounce it. So yeah, Gina was twerking. I see you, Gina.
What?
I say, hey. Why you said it in there? Did you say, okay, Jasmine up there too? You said, okay, Jasmine, Gina. Oh, because she got the little booty. No, Gina. Okay, I see you, Gina.
I was saying because I wasn't surprised because she giving us the little hints going around the R&B playlist, and you know she's giving.
White people. Oh, you saying because she's twerking?
Yeah, no, it's not because she's twerking. It's not because she's twerking. It's how she's twerking. Meaning she has some rhythm doing it. I've seen some people they twerk. They ain't twerking their booty, they twerking their back. But she had a little rhythm when she was twerking.
I didn't know that you understood the difference between a twerk and a non-twerk.
No, yeah, no doubt. Most men do.
How long is twerking? It just not too long came out.
Twerking is the same thing as popping that stuff back in the day. You know what I'm talking about. Pop, pop, same thing.
So how old he is? What?
But that's what I'm saying. All twerking is, all they did was rebash it and rename it. That's all.
But anyway, so since you know that Gina, I see you, Gina, I see you, I see you.
No, like that.
Anyway, so they pole dancing and everything, and doing their thing, and I wouldn't be not surprised that Jasmine, no, because she doing cheerleader stuff. So she coaching cheerleader. So I'm sure she has the rhythm and, the moves to do all that stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Jenna was a little slow with hers. But she did something. So, yeah, anyway.
But she did a lot, man. She rolled with it, and she twerked with it. I said, okay. I'll be surprised that she had that type of rhythm. But Jasmine, Dad, what you doing out there twerking? Huh? I thought you better than that.
So, she was twerking for Jesus. But anyway, I'm just playing.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, well, she was out there. She was out there. I could play like I want to. Okay. You play like you want to. Don't tell me that mine is going too far. I can play like I want to. It's all in just. So anyway, so when they was doing that, Aries decided to show up. It was a surprise to Jasmine. Of course, everybody knew. But yeah, so he came up there and he started sitting down and she, danced in front of him, honey. He magically had all these ones or 20s.
Hey, producer, I got $20. Run across the store and buy some more Black and Miles and break this 20 and frame the chain.
Black and Miles. You think he smoked?
No, I'm just saying.
So he started, enjoying her.
Making her rain. I said, see, Aries in the strip club cause the wrist action was making it rain, real smooth and, and constant with it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know nothing about that.
So when I first started doing it, I made it rain, but instead of hitting $1 at a time, they stick hit $3, $4 at a time before I knew it out of money. And dude pulled me like, hey, young blood, got this technique to make it rain like that. He showed me how to do it. I said, okay. Then I did it one bill at a time after that. Even though I only had $10.
So you was one of them cheap ones sitting in the audience.
And shoot, when I first started, when I had $1, I was holding that dollar so long, man. She be out there dancing. Yeah. She be out there sweating. You gonna give me the $1? No, I ain't give me the $1 just yet. Come on. Then finally, like 20 minutes later, I give
I asked you, did you want me to get a pole in the house?
No.
I don't understand why you don't want me to get a pole when that's all you was into.
Yeah, well, I was in my 20s. I was young, and days. Huh?
Go ahead.
What'd you say?
I don't want no pole anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you don't need one.
So let's move on. So Shaq is cooking.
You get on a pole, break your hip. Ooh, pressure, little buddy. Gee, 911. I told you to set your old self down. I know you won't worry about no pole dancing. My hip. I feel I can't get up.
Okay, we understood the concept of the thing. Yeah. So anyway, Shaq is cooking for Kirsten. And so she was saying that, oh, you cooking? I already picked up some weight.
Did you?
And so anyway, Kirsten, that time she was eating that salad, child, I could tell she eat, honey. Food, like, she finna, I don't care what she finna do, but she finna eat because she did not stop filming when they was, she was eating that salad because she said she was hungry. So anyway, Shaq was cooking something. I don't forget what he was cooking.
Some pancakes.
And I was like, is it morning time? So anyway, so they were cooking because her mom was coming. Now the brother was supposed to come, but he had to work, honey. He couldn't change his shift. That's what she said on the camera. And Shaq feeling some type of way, like, are you sure? Is it your folks don't want to see me, or you don't want me to see your folks? Which one is it? Because I'm starting to feel like this is kind of weird to me.
And like I said earlier, Kirsten said it was the work schedules of her family. But then again, I don't like Shaq. What Shaq was saying, 2 months.
Yeah,
they couldn't find one day out of 2 months to come pay us a visit.
Yeah,
but I kind of agree with Shaq. You want something, you're gonna make a way to get it done.
I will never forget. That's what you said. That's what you told me, honey. That's why we sitting here today, honey, because he wanted me so bad that he said, you're going to make time for what you want. And I did.
And here's the thing, if they, they could have did it one at a time. The dad could have came over, mom, went up, you know what I'm saying?
Now that dad, we will not see on camera. Now, The dad, listen, he is a whole nother entity by himself, honey, because he's singing like he is just So yeah, we probably ain't gonna never see him. So anyway, so the mom, she mama come and park in park P4. And 8 minutes later, 10 minutes later, Shaq like, I go get her. 15 minutes later, we thought, oh goodness, she a no-show. But she did come, so she came on in. And so, they was eating. Kirsten got her blanket. She said, forget these cameras, I'm finna sit here and eat this food. She got her blanket, she eat her food. That food was gone by the time, I don't know how long that
conversation was.
Well, I know that's right, honey, because that plate was gone, okay? So they sit down and talk, and you can talk about that, baby.
No, basically, Shaq, when you're saying his mind's not in a good place right now when it comes to the marriage, and because he felt like he had to work so hard to getting Kirsten walls down, it seemed like he had to take the walls down brick by brick. Mm-hmm. But in the process of doing that, he kind of lost himself trying to get her walls to come down. Now he feels like his walls are going up. That's why it's a disconnect. And the mom basically said, you know what? Wall, small, whatever it is, the best thing to do is live life. You know what I'm saying? Don't set expectations for one another. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you set expectations for somebody and you be disappointed and you shut down. So basically what the mom was telling them that live life.
Yeah.
Get to know one another, live life, make each other happy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he might not do what you want him to do. She might not do what you want her to do. But that's part of it. Cause trust me, some things I want her to do, she ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I get over it, and
Tell me what, child. Just tell me, cause I got a list, but you can tell me yours. Cause it probably on a sticky note. Yours will be on this little notepad right here. But go ahead.
Start bossing me around. See, the pause gave you everything y'all need to know, man.
What else you got?
That's the main thing, man. If you start bossing me around, everything else is fall in place.
But the times when I have bossed you around, has it not been beneficial?
I say it's 75% of the time.
Okay, then hush.
But the other 25, yeah.
Child can't get everything you want. So anyway, let's see. So I just kind of skipped around, but that part didn't come until later. But we talking about it now. So Aries and Jasmine are they trying to do that intimacy kit that they tried on Gina and Clint with that little feather and all that stuff, whatever. So they are trying to allow them to get into that intimate place, even though the show almost over with. But I guess never say never, never too late. So they did the handcuffs, the massages, he rubbed her feet, they did the blindfold, and what else they did, baby?
I guess that wasn't enough for Aries. Aries said, you know what? He said, maybe we do something. First he asked her, do you like to dominate? He asked Jasmine that. Jasmine, I think I can, or something like that. He said, you like to be slapped. I don't think she said she don't like to be slapped.
No, he said that.
I know, but okay, yeah. He said, but I might like to be slapped. Jasmine looked kind of sideways, like, slap? He said, yeah. Matter of fact, let's try it right now. Slap me.
Oh.
Not me.
Oh. I was getting in character.
Oh, trust me. He said, no, that's not hard enough. Slap me. And she slapped him harder. This joker's a freak, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right. On national TV, and they should pass the door.
Yeah, slap me harder. I'm like, God. Yeah, she slapped him kind of hard. Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere now. I said, man, Jasmine, you better run, man.
He gonna be that one that want to be choked while
he said that too, man.
He like to choke?
Yeah, he like to choke. He said, don't be surprised if you come home, I have a mask on, change up to a door. I said, kind of freaking stuff.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
This episode?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have tapped out.
What kind of freaking stuff this man get into, man?
Yeah, them people that like to be choked, something that happened with
they like pain.
They lost their life.
Yeah, he like that pain. You choked out, then next you're gonna have cigarette burn. Like that.
Let's move on to
I ain't talking about. I wasn't talking about her. I was talking about how you like pain. Some of them do like that. Oh, for real.
Let's move on.
Who we talking about?
Nicole.
I promise you I was talking about him.
Nicole is on FaceTime with her dad. And basically, you know, dad like, listen, I'm happy if you happy. You know, everything going good with me too. So, but she was also saying, Dad, listen, you know, the living arrangement, you know, Chris don't seem to really care if we move in together or not, because he really concerned about rent and all that stuff, whatever, you know. Dad was like, well, that's gonna be a bad move if y'all don't move in together, because y'all won't, you know, continue that, you know, closeness and stuff like that. So, you know, it's gonna pull y'all a step back. So, you know, that gave Nicole some pause and stuff like that. So hopefully Chris will turn around, you know, change his mind about that. So Gina said, you know what, I need some more swag in my life because Clint is not giving it to me. So let's go and get you a haircut. Talk about that, baby. While you're up there.
Basically, no. Basically, Clint went down to the Bahamas. What's that her shop?
Bahamas. I don't know. I don't think that was her shop because the way it looked. Yeah, but maybe it's in a building, or maybe she know dude or something like that.
He was a barber, but it said stylist. So okay. But anyway, so the guy basically gave Clint a haircut, and Gina said, well, you know, he said he hadn't had a haircut like in
8 years. That's
8 years. Yeah. So
8 years.
Because it's easier for him to kind of just spruce it up and leave out the house. That's why he never got a haircut in that long time period. But anyway, so he gets his haircut and whatnot, and he went from he went from God, what he said?
I forgot the name. Yeah.
But anyway, he looked like a different person. Me personally, I like the long hair on Clint. That's just me.
I ain't like that hair. I ain't like that hairstyle.
The one she just did? Yeah, me either.
All he did was just cut a little off of her. So. He said his head feel lighter, though. He just got a big head. And so, anyway, but Gina said that, you know, he got swag now.
You know, he had a little swag before then, but, you know.
And she said, you know, maybe that was what he was missing all the time, and honey, maybe she could have been turned on by that, but anyway.
Now, she would have him to get a low buzz cut with the two parts on the side to get him a diamond stud put in his ear. I was like, okay, now that's a big change right there. The big drastic change.
What the stud got to do with his haircut?
Give him some swag, you know what I'm saying?
I thought they was gonna do that. Why did I thought I seen that somewhere where he had some kind of buzz cut? But anyway, so Kirsten and Shaq are going to church. You know, he got to help her put the little straps on her heels, honey, and help her. You know, but anyway, so they going to church, and I don't know who church they was in, but they asked to film in them folks' church for a little bit. And so they was just talking about their faith and how important, you know, God is, and for their faith to be built and to have that foundation. I totally agree.
I agree with that one.
It may not work for everybody, but it works over
not
here.
Just in marriage, it's in life, period.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know, things, you know, you go through when it comes to finances, health, you know, relationships, just life, period. You know, God always got to be the forefront. Now, you might have a plan. You think you might, I'm guilty of this myself. You might think you have your own plan, but it's not God's plan. God got another plan for you. And sometimes God's plan is kind of hard. It's kind of rough. You're going to hit some bumps in the road, but it's for a purpose. So yeah. God is always first and foremost the foundation of everything in your life.
If you allow him, definitely if you allow him, and to definitely seek him so that you'll know what the plan is, because it would not be no Courtney and Eddie YouTube channel if it wasn't for God speaking. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even be no Courtney and Eddie that's married if it wasn't for God speaking. So everything that you guys see and being a part of, it was because, you know, time was spent in prayer seeking what was God's will, what's the next thing, what's the next move. And so, yeah, definitely you have to make God first and foremost and spend time with him. It's not just about going to a church, but it's about building your own personal relationship with him and having that communication every day.
Right.
Because there's no way that I could be in a marriage with my husband if I don't communicate with him every day. And that's the same way with God. You don't want to not communicate with him every day.
Right, and valid point, great point, because y'all think I'm a great speaker. No, I'm not a great speaker. Not by a long shot. But I get on here and try to, my best and do the thing God asks us to do. I know I might get ridiculed about the way I speak and how I say certain names and words, but hey, I'm more afraid of God than y'all. So,
all right, baby.
Hey, anyway, that's it. That's one of our rants.
So now let's move on to the next one, where Jasmine and Aries are seeing a medium, psychic medium, same thing.
Is it me, or do Married at First Sight have some kind of contract?
Oh no,
with these mediums, because it seems like every other season they had one episode with a medium in there. You know what I'm saying? Or they speaking up a medium.
Yeah, because this time they did church, and then they did the medium.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In different, and then you got Kirsten. You got Jasmine, that's a pastor's daughter, which most Christians do not believe in mediums and stuff like that. But I don't know if it was production or she seems to be open to it. And in fact, she said that, she wanted to come to that place because she wanted to bring Aries to that to be able to get in touch with his past family.
Well, this is her first time going to one too.
That's what she said. But anyway, so as the lady's doing the tarot cards and the hands and seeing into their life, she said she started to give them some insight about them as individuals. She was saying that Jasmine was very afraid, like she deals with fear, and Jasmine said that is true. She deals with fear of being rejected or making the wrong mistakes and all that stuff like that. That's her whole thing. Aries, she also talks about their signatures and how they sign. That's child, honey, I need to straighten up my signature, honey, because they start out good in the beginning, then get a little weak toward the end. But she was just saying, it starts out as strong, and then it's some uncertainty.
I think, to me, that's psychological too.
What?
Your signature. I start off strong. It's like you get lazy at the end. Maybe that's who you are. You're a lazy person, man. Some people that's not lazy, they do the whole thing right.
Yeah.
But a lazy person, they get the first letter in good, and, or you're an impatient person. That's two. I'd be impatient because, like, I'm at a restaurant, I got to sign something. I just want to sign to get on out.
Yeah. Too, I look at signatures a lot, in my line of work. And I just see that I be like, that ain't what that say. Like if it just say Billy Smith, and it look like that's it.
Yeah, they probably either they feel like they impatient or they feel like it's not worth of their time. It's insignificant. Okay, whatever.
You know how some people, celebrities, sign autographs. Yeah. Like I said, with mine, it started out good. That K, then that rest just get real. Just woo, child. I be forgetting what I even be like. What it's supposed to spell. Like I just do it. So anyway, I just thought that was insightful. But she also said that she seen somebody in Aries past, like when he was a little boy, cooking and stuff like that. So he said that that's his grandmother. His grandmother was speaking through the medium and saying to Aries that that the grandmama liked Jasmine, like she is the first girl that she has ever liked, and she like y'all together and all that stuff, whatever, and
is the grandma still? I guess the grandma's not alive anymore.
No, because if she was alive, like she could have got on the show.
And the reason why I said that, how long she's been gone?
I don't know.
How many girlfriends has she seen? You know what I'm saying?
I guess if she talking to the dead, she's seen a lot, honey.
I'm just saying,
I don't know how this stuff works out. But anyway, so let's move on to the next one. So Dr. P and Pastor Cal, honey, they work part-time now. So they came on in here, child, because they had to show up for work because we don't see them no other time. And so they want to talk to the couple that's having the most trouble. All of them is having and last one. Because that Nicole got issues that she needs therapizing. So anyway, she needs therapy, but she be trying to therapize other people. So they just sit there and talk about them. Hey, Dr. P said, hey, did you do the homework? Because, I see that y'all still like that.
And I knew when she named the movies out, I think they're not gonna watch the movies.
No.
I knew that.
Yeah, they said no. She was like, well, what was the point of me coming up here last week and y'all didn't do it? Well, we had to go on pack and get ready for that trip and stuff like that. She said, listen, if I had said it was $3,000 somewhere, y'all would have went, well, Clint said, well, I think you're right. Yeah,
ain't no think about it. You most definitely without the way. All them bears that was in the parking lot of the Gatlinburg, wherever they were pitching, Gatlinburg.
Oh, yeah.
And they fought them bears. Get out of the way. We got to get the $3,000. Threw you out there for bait. I go come grab her. You maul you. I jump in the car. $3,000. Here I come. I left and let you get mauled.
And you lied because you know that would have never happened. You would have stood in front of that bear and protect me. Get me. Okay. She don't deserve it. She is the golden child. No, get me. You would have did it. You
can tell yourself that. We'll go with that.
I can tell you that. See, that's the Pillsbury no laugh. So anyway, Dr. Pepper said that, where it seemed like when y'all was at the wedding, y'all was touching, feeling, kissing, and stuff like that. They said, we were just going through the motion, honey. We weren't really attracted to each other like that. We fooled y'all.
Yeah, come on now. Y'all know y'all was feeling each other at the beginning, okay? Something happened. We know what happened. After that happened, y'all feelings changed for one another.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see why y'all act like y'all can't bring that up. When y'all start calling, one got called ginger and one got called thick.
Yeah, you bring it up to the experts, and you can probably kind of help you guys to figure things out, man. But it seems like y'all skate around that.
Yeah. Gina said, well, as far as her, because Pascal was looking at, the way they're sitting, looks like they're friends, but there's just no chemistry. That's basically what they're trying to say. Ain't no chemistry, ain't no attraction. Gina said, well, as far as Clint's sense of humor, it's a bit much for her. At first, she thought it was a little weird because it was just kind of like.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's not snowing. It's on lint.
Yeah. It was kind of like she felt a little bit secondhand embarrassment, but she had to kind of like understand his sense of humor.
Yeah, some people have that sense of humor, especially if you with that person. It can kind of be kind of cringy, but that's who they are. He busting in the life of the party. Hey, what's up, drinks? Oh, that's who he is. And I've been around some people like that, and it takes a special person to keep up with that person because they have so much energy, they so hype, and you feel like okay, they're gonna kind of temper it down a little bit. They're gonna temper it down. 2 hours in the party, still at it. And me personally, I'd be burnt out. So yeah,
you be burnt out in 30 minutes. Huh? Don't y'all ever think that he gonna be the one to sit there and entertain y'all. If y'all ever see us out in them streets, honey, don't be holding no long conversation because he do the best he can. Now, when we go live on Patreon, he do okay. But, honey, he have his tap out moments, honey, when he over there on that phone or doing some or whatever. So, yeah. And y'all know patrons, y'all know he don't stay with you long. We be over there an hour, honey, but he done put in a good shift of 30 minutes.
That's right, man. Shoot.
That's him in real life.
Work full-time job, then got to dance and entertain.
So, also Gina said that she hasn't felt like a wife, in the marriage. And so they was like, well, Clint said, well, I cook for you. She said, yeah, you cook, but that don't be for me, You don't ask me, hey, what I want, do I like this? You cooking for you because you like to eat. So I think Eric said one time on the after party that, Clint is like a husband. He cook all the time. And sometimes Gina would just bring her own food home or been to stop and got her something to eat. Now it makes sense because she's saying, I don't eat that. You ain't cooking for me. Yeah. I think one time Gina said she don't eat certain stuff.
Yeah, Gina's something like me. You want this leftover? I have a big fast food bag in my hand. I said, she gonna eat leftovers again. That's like the 5th day in a row. I don't want to eat these leftovers no more.
Ain't no 5th day.
The spaghetti. Woo, man. The 3rd day, I kind of forced it down. But the 4th day, I said, I can't do it no more, man. She just gonna be mad at me, man.
Let me tell you something. Eddie don't like leftovers, period. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going in there and cooking no food unless it's pork chop that he will eat them. But cooking no food and cooking no massa for food because he gonna get tired after he eat it that one time. That's it. Like that's it. I'm not cooking no macaroni cheese, collard green, corn.
No. When you did the roast and the greens and the macaroni cheese, I eat that 2 days straight.
What greens? I don't even make greens.
I'm just green beans, and I eat that 2 days straight. But everything else, when you had that big pot of spaghetti, you don't cook. It's some spaghetti, man. That made me so mad. I didn't want to show it, man, but God, she would eat off this for a whole month.
And I ate off it a whole week till it was gone. We don't waste no food, right?
I taste buds getting tired, man.
Just eat it. You y'all just had to just eat stuff. Everything wasn't fitting to your what they call it.
But we had it once that week, then we changed up the next day. Okay, we didn't have leftovers.
Y'all had more people in the family to eat up the food.
Okay, then.
Me and you.
Okay.
Well, then eat the doggone food. Shoot, they got time to waste no food. Did you see that they say it's a recession for people like that? It ain't recession over here. But yeah, so no. Eat the food.
Every time I walk down the aisle with spaghetti, I get traumatized.
You gotta shake it. Let me see how you shake it.
Like, hey, push the button.
Anyway, y'all, that's all we got. On that note, don't forget that make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you sharing this content, make sure that you like the video, you guys, because make sure you do all that. And make sure you tell your friends to make sure y'all tune in to KOURTNEYANDEDDie. They got a big announcement coming up, so y'all don't want to miss it. That's all you got, baby.
That's it.
All right, we'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Always put God first.
Deuces.
Hey! Always put God